In this lesson, we're looking at the sum and product of roots. And again, much of this is going to look very similar to things we've seen previously, but there is some very subtle applications to this. In particular, we're going to see if we can use this new concept of sum product to try and make some of our steps easier. So let's jump in. So firstly, if we've got our general form quadratic, ax squared plus bx plus c, it's going to have roots alpha and beta. So they're just saying these are the solutions. What they are saying is that alpha plus beta equals minus b on a. Don't get confused between alpha and a, b and beta. Alpha is a root, so an actual solution. A is the coefficient in the quadratic. And therefore, a alpha beta, so the two solutions multiplied, is equal to c divided by a. So that's sort of the key part. So we're saying that the sum of the roots is minus b on a, and the product of the roots is c on a. So we used a very similar process before to find like factors. Now we can actually use this to find the actual roots, the solutions of the quadratic. If we had a monic quadratic, this process becomes much easier. For example, the sum just becomes minus b, and the product becomes c. So an example, if we had x squared minus 5x minus 6, the sum would be minus 5, the product would be minus 6. If you think about what two numbers sum to give minus 5 and multiply to give minus 6, we've got negative 6 and 1. That multiply to give us negative 6, and negative 6 plus 1 gives us minus 5. The roots are negative 6 and 1. That's for a monic. The non-monic, a little bit different. We use that process that we talked about back here, where we use the minus b on a and c on a as a shortcut. So let's take a look. Find the sum and product of the roots. Check your answer by solving the quadratic. So straight away, let's take a look. So remember, if a or alpha and beta are the roots, then alpha plus beta equals negative b on a. So we get 20 on 25, 4 on 5. And alpha times beta is c on a. This is just the rule. So this is something I would highly recommend you write down somewhere as you start generating your formula sheets for tests and quizzes. We've got c on a is 1 on 25. So far we know that the two numbers add to give 4 and 5, and the two numbers multiply to give 1 on 25. We could then, they're not in this example, but we could then take this and go, all right, cool, what must alpha and beta be? If we know they sum to give this and multiply to give this, very similar to what we saw with the monic example, but a little bit more complex. Let's check it. If we use the quadratic equation, we plug in all of our ABCs, etc. These have the sum, so we've got our roots, right? We've got the 2 plus or minus root 3 on 5. If you add the 2, you get 4 on 5. If you times the 2, you get 1 on 25. So we've just proven that this process actually works. So if we want to know what the roots are, we can use this. The sum, the product, we can work from there. Let's have a go. So find the sum of the product, check your answer by solving the quadratic. So let's have a look. So let's do 1. Show that it's equal to the products, check, yep. Ooh, this is a goodie, using k. So find k, I like that, that's a good one. Has one root which is double the other. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, so far we're just going to end up doing all of them, aren't we? One root more than the other. You know what? Yeah, I can almost hear you through the video going, we want to do all of them, Mr. React. Let's do all of them.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Have a go. These are really good questions. They're all slightly different. They're all asking you slightly different things. They're throwing in some Ks. They're throwing you the roots. Yeah, I like it. Let's do that. So let's have a look at that. The 20K resolution solutions are here. So if you want to check your work, check the steps as they go through, you can use that here. But yeah, these are solutions. The next set, so that I couldn't fit them on the page, the next set of solutions for question 4 onwards are located here. And again, that still didn't fit the page because there were so many steps that question 6 is located here. So as you're working through, solutions can be located there. have a go at all of this exercise 2C.
No! God, please, no! No!
And I will see you next lesson.